This is the good feeling right here. This is the real feeling right here. Yup. Brian Dawkins, baby. Let me tell you something. After I paid that fucking disgusting bet, man, the Cowboy humiliation bet, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you how it felt wearing that jersey. For those that watches anime. Have you seen Naruto whenever Rock Lee opens the 5th gate or so? His energy starts draining. Or have you seen Kill la Kill? You know, I forgot that girl name, but when she put that suit on, you know, it starts draining her blood. That's exactly how it felt when I put on that fucking Cowboys jersey. I have never in my life felt so sick to my stomach after wearing that. Literally, after that video, I got a massive headache. You know, I felt like really sick. I just wasn't feeling good at all. But now, you know, didn't really have a good sleep at all. It was bad. But once I heard the news, some unfortunate news, that Carson Wentz he's got a bad back and may be out for the rest of the season, and Nick Foles will be covering, you know, I decided to came up, throw this jersey. The very moment I put this jersey on, I just felt weird. It just all went away all of a sudden. Oh, boy. Now, even though I got a lot of credibility, you know, or props after paying that crazy bet, you know, a couple people was, you know, scratching their head, but rest assured that bet will never, ever happen again. Even if they have to call me out on it, that's just one thing. I'll probably do the sticker bet or whatever around the windshield. I'll probably do something like that. But never again will I ever put another team's jersey on. I would never do that bet again. Now, on to the main reason why I'm making this video. So Carson Wentz is he's got a bad back. You know, he may be out for the rest of the season. You know what? Whether if that's really, really true or not, you know, it was probably best he sit out for the rest of the season anyway, because there were so many signs that this guy was not looking good at all. He was not looking good at all. You know, he doesn't look like himself. You know, he didn't look like himself at all. You know, besides all the bad play calling, the shitty coaching and everything that's going on, all the dinking and ducking that Carson Wentz, it's like, this is not Carson Wentz at all. This is not him. He hasn't been able to run around, do any adjustments and all that. It really is starting to slowly but surely look like 2016. Seriously. Did you see that overtime where the Cowboys just drove the ball down the field in one drive? Just like 2016. Just like 2016. But Carson was going to be out for the remainder of the season. I think it's about 2 or 3 games or whatnot. And Nick Foles is going to be playing in his place. Now, look, even though it's a bit too late, you know, to have any kind of hopes for the playoffs, in my opinion, I just don't think we're going to win out, to be honest with you. I mean, you know, we got the Rams. We got the Texans. I know we could beat the Redskins, but as for I'm not too sure about the Rams and the Texans, but best believe I'll still be there, still, you know, repping. That never changes. But Carson Wentz is out for the remainder of the season. You know what? It really, really sucks, but thank God it is only, 3 games left in the season. Thank God it is only 3 games left, because it was getting worse and worse as every week goes by. We are losing players left and right. And, you know, Carson Wentz, I've said this from the beginning of the season. You can ask Boys for Life. You can ask any Eagles fan that was around since the very beginning. Carson Wentz should not have came back so soon. I said this, that Carson Wentz should come back, let's say around after the first half. I would say around week 8 or week 9 he should be back, or at least week 6. I say at least around week 9 he should be back. I would say, hell, I'm even okay with Nick Foles playing the entire season. That's exactly what I said. But, you know, everybody wanted him back so soon, you know. And then, look, he come back so soon, still low-key fighting the injury. Now everybody wants him gone. Exactly as I exactly as I thought was going to happen. It's a damn shame. But, yeah. But the reason why I say I'm okay with Nick Foles playing the entire season, as I've said ever since the beginning of the offseason, is because as long as Carson Wentz is resting and he'll be back over 200%, I'm totally okay with that. I don't care what happens throughout this season. Is it going to suck if we lose some games? Yeah. I mean, yeah, it will suck. And you know what? It won't even really make much of a difference, the outcome. I mean, the only difference is, you know, Nick Foles can't really run too much out of the pocket like Carson Wentz can. He's not as creative as Carson Wentz is, but at the same time, you know, Nick Foles knows how to finish games. Like, watch the Super Bowl for perfect example. There are times we really could have lost that game. We could have blown that lead, officially blown that lead. Yeah, we only blown it once. You know, we were down by like 1 point or whatever. But Nick Foles played strong. And people were saying that, oh, I wanted Nick Foles to play the entire season because he wanted the Super Bowl. I mean, we could say that, but at the same time, the main reason I wanted Nick Foles to play the entire season is because Carson Wentz isn't 100%. If he's not 100%, it's not even guaranteed he's going to look okay. Now look at him. This whole time, he has not looked the same. He has not been able to be as creative. He has not been able to run around as much, nor do any of that. This guy has been carrying this whole team to the point now his back is hurting. Ain't that a coincidence? He carries this team. Just for, you know, he's suffering for it. See, this is exactly why. You know what? I'm totally fine with Carson Wentz staying out for the remainder of the season, and it's, you know, and he gets the next 9 months of rest. He'll be looking 10 times better by then. But when that next time he comes on the field starts, we need to beef up this offensive line. Carson Wentz needs all the protection he can get. Coaching needs to be adjusted, for real. Like, this team needs to come together. Wide receivers, we need to do something with the running game. There's so much, we got so much work to do in the offseason. So much work to do. You know, I've thought about this since the last offseason after we won the Super Bowl because we gave up that many yards to the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I said defense got work to do. And I would say offensive line because, you know, Carson Wentz eventually coming back. But I'm fine with Carson Wentz staying out for the remainder of the season. I'm totally fine with that. You know, it is what it is. At least Nick Foles, I mean, I'm not sure if he's going to come back next year, but at least he'll get his final moments. I mean, I don't think he's really going to get traded because his best value was this past offseason after he won the Super Bowl, got the MVP and everything. But I don't care about how he played the first 2 games. I mean, in the end, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Some teams can start off really bad and then finish on fire and everything. You know, that's just how it is. But, you know, people say, oh, Nick Foles is you know, it sucks, you know, it's going to get worse or whatever. You know, I'm not going to buy into that bullshit. You know, want to talk about him with the Rams and everything. Do they fail to realize that was Jeff fucking Fisher, one of the worst coaches in the league? You know, besides Marvin Lewis and Hugh Jackson and Chip Kelly and, you know, whatever. But anyway, that's just it, though, man. You know, it sucks. It's a really sucky feeling that Carson Wentz is out, but I'm totally okay with that because if that's going to get him rest through the rest of the season, through the next 9 months, you know, I'm totally fine with that. You know, by the time Carson Wentz gets back, by the time the new season get here, my life will be 10 times better. My kid's going to be on the way. I'll have a CDL and a way better job by then. So that's just pretty much it. When I say better job, I'll be moving up on the position. I'm going to say that. But other than that, that's all I got to say, man. Actually, thank God I made this video because I actually feel refreshed after I got this back on, man. I would never do that fucking bet ever fucking again, man. Never again. Bad enough, I had to say the Cowboys slogan, you know, and you know, in 2016 paying my bet, but now I had to put that fucking shit on and sweep the jersey around. It just made me feel sick to my stomach. But that's just what happens when you make humiliation bets like that. So anyway, that's all I got to say. Carson Wentz is out for the rest of the season. Nick Foles will be in. And whatever happens this game, you know, it would be sweet if we win this, but it's not really guaranteed. It's a really tough game, you know, Rams, even though they lost to the Bears. But, you know, Rams are still a great team. You know, I feel like they can get pretty far in the playoffs. You know, this is still a Super Bowl or bust for them. So, other than that, that's all I got to say. So, it's your boy, Deji, check on out here. As always, Fly Eagles Fly.